What up, bitches? It's the MisanthropikOne, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today, I want to talk about this album right here, Tyler the Creator's latest album called Goblin. But before I get into Tyler the Creator's album, I want to talk about his group known as Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All, but they're known these days as Odd Future for short because their real name is way too fucking long. And first off, let me say that I'm very honored that all of you guys came up to me via YouTube and left comments on my page and our various rants and reviews saying, what do you think about Odd Future? I want to know your thoughts, and I feel honored because, you know, it means that you guys actually value my opinion. So I just want to say thank y'all for that. And yeah, now that I got that out of the way, what do I think about Odd Future? I never really heard of them until Yonkers came out, which is Tyler the Creator's single off of this album. Just to be honest, I never really heard of these dudes. They're from the West Coast, California, I believe. And once I heard Yonkers, you know, I was instantly pulled in. I love that song. I love the video for the song. And I went back, I listened to a few early tracks, shit off of the album before this, Bastard, and various I think little mixtapes or just little songs that they put out here and there. And I like what they have to offer, what they have to bring to hip hop. And I also like the fact that Tyler does everything himself, from beats to rhymes to artwork. Everything is handled by him or by Odd Future, so they get a lot of props for that. Another thing that I like about Odd Future is recently they made a decision to stay independent, and I give them mad props for that, because I was reading an interview with Tyler the Creator, and he had said that he would sign a major label deal if him and his boys were granted 100% creative control. And listen, we all know that if you sign into a major label, nobody, the artist I should say, is not gonna have 100% creative control. Let's just be real. And they recently made their choice to stay independent, which is the smartest thing that I've ever heard a rapper with that type of buzz, or I should say a group of artists in this case, with that type of buzz. That's the smartest thing I've ever heard a group of artists say recently. Because, I mean, look at some of these major label artists, or once major label artists. Now they're all going independent, and that's the way to go. They got a strong buzz, stay fucking independent, get a little major label distribution deal so you get your music out there, but do not sign with no fucking major label. Like KRS once said on that album, The Sneak Attack, record companies ain't got nothing for you, and ain't that the fucking truth? They just don't. And like I said, Tyler or anybody from Odd Future, if you happen to stumble across this video, get major label distribution, get them to put your music out there in stores, But all that other shit, fuck that shit. You don't need people telling you what producers are hot, what beats you gotta pick, how to make your style more radio friendly. Fuck all that shit. Stick to what you do, and that's it. Now there's a flip side to my thoughts on our future. It's not super negative. It's just something that I feel happens to certain artists of this caliber that has a buzz and shit. I just don't want the hype behind them to be their downfall, because you know certain MCs in the past like that would be hyped, and then they'll just fade into obscurity, and I just don't want that to happen to them. They're young, they're fresh, they're bringing their own brand, their own style, and I like that. Again, that goes with some of the things that Tyler, the creator, has said and done on this album, and as well as some of his previous works. You know, I don't want the controversy or any of the image to overshadow the talent, and that happens a lot in the fucking music industry, especially people who have a buzz, and it happens with mainstream artists, and I would hate to see that happen to these guys. And those are my thoughts on our future. They're not bad. I want to hear more from them. I want them to expand, and I wish them much success. Now let me get into this album real quick. Conceptually, I like the artwork, the track listing, mostly one-word titles, except for Tron Cat, Bitch Suck Dick, and that leaves a sense of mystique. Also the track Boppin' Bitch as well. That's another two-word title, but it leaves a sense of mystique. Leaves you to think, what do some of these songs mean? Like the track I was talking about earlier, Yonkers. You know, what the hell was going through Tyler, the creator's mind when he decided to name that song what it is. Songs like Analog, Radicals, Window. I also like conceptually about this album, I like the fact that he has, during all the songs, he has like a distorted version of his voice that serves as his subconscious talking to him. But during the album, he refers to that voice as his therapist. So I actually like that. It flows throughout the entire album. And if you listen to the album in its entirety, you'll see at the end how it's all revealed to him as his subconsciousness. So peep that as you're listening to the album. Production-wise, on this album, for the most part, I like what Tyler has to offer. It's different. His beats are subtle yet hard. Again, check out Yonkers for an example of what I'm talking about. And at worst, they're just straight subtle, but with Tyler's flow and voice, he feels comfortable with those type of beats. So I like that. I like feeling him in his comfort zone. No homo. And when it comes to his flow and his voice, I like how sometimes his voice is very dominant and aggressive, but yet it seems like he's being emotional yet monotone at the same time. I actually like that. Like, he just feels comfortable, as if he's just speaking out his thoughts. And I give him credit, his flow, his voice. As for his rhyme schemes, you gotta listen for his witty punchlines. He has witty punchlines. I like that. And some of the stuff is kind of mysterious. You gotta go back somehow to pick up what he's talking about. Now, there is a flip side to I guess I'll say Tyler's form of expression. Like, there's some contradictions on this album. Like, for example, his feelings about his father. I forget what song it is on the album, but he actually says, he basically says, I forget what the line is, but he says, more or less, he'll say, fuck my father. But the next bar, he'll say that he's concerned about his whereabouts or his well-being. So, you know, that kind of threw me off there. What else? He'll talk about his fame and shit. And he even has some line where he sort of takes a swipe at what people consider real hip-hop. And then he bigs up motherfuckers like Waka Flocka Flame and shit. Now, I highly doubt if a motherfucker like me came up to Tyler the Creator and said, yo, dude, I love your lyrics, this and that. You're real hip-hop to me. I doubt he'll fucking disagree with you. And that, I feel, is a contradiction in itself, because a lot of people do feel that this dude got lyrics, such as myself. I feel that he is talented, and I do give him props for what he's trying to do. And I highly doubt he's going to disagree with that. That's like, you know, you finding the cure for AIDS or whatever, and then someone coming up to you and saying, oh, good for you, you did that, you saved a lot of lives and this and that, and then you just saying, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, and I feel like that's sort of like, like, why would you, it seems like a little spit in the face, but again, it's his form of expression. I have to take it as that, even though it feels like a fucking contradiction. There are 15 tracks on this album, and all the features that are on this album are all from Odd Future members, which is good in the sense, you know, if you're one of these dudes that are unfamiliar with Odd Future, such as myself, it's good because you get to see what these other Odd Future members have to offer. And for the most part, some of them fit, and on other tracks, some of them don't fit, which leads me to some of the whack tracks on this album. Now, there's only 2 tracks that I really have a problem with, and one is Bitch Suck Dick. As much as I love the title for that track, and as much as I was looking forward to hearing that track, because I love tracks like that. I'm an aggressive son of a bitch, so I thought that track would appeal to me, but that track sounds like a southern bandwagon track. Now, a lot of y'all know how I feel about that bullshit southern hip hop. Now, again, I don't hate all southern rap. I just hate that commercialized, watered down bullshit. And that track sounds exactly like that. And to refer to what I was just talking about with some of the whack features, just listen to that track. That track just does not need to be on this album. Another track that kind of annoyed me was the track Fish / Boppin' Bitch. Boppin' Bitch is like a little addendum to that track, and just the whole, I guess, I don't know what you would call that. I guess it's a hook. She's a boppin' bitch. She's a boppin' bitch. That just sort of annoyed me. It just seemed too goddamn simple for what Tyler, the creator, has to offer with his creativity. It just seemed too goddamn simple. Even though when he started to rhyme sort of fast, I like that part, but the whole bopping bitch thing, again, was another fucking curveball, and it annoyed me. But for the most part, the album's very listenable. It's very, I'll say, I guess, for lack of a better word, different for what's out there nowadays. So definitely give it a listen. It's worth it. My rating of this album is a 7 to a 7.5. Like I said, it's very listenable. Go out there, check it out. I urge you to. Go out there, give it a chance. I like most of the album, except for a few little, like I said, contradictions and beats and features. You know, it's very listenable. It's different. Again, give it a chance for those of you who never heard of him, which I guess is very few now, because this guy and our Future, they have a big ass buzz, and a lot of people that are into hip hop by now should have heard of Tyler the Creator and our Future. So yeah, big ups to Tyler the Creator, Goblin. Hope you guys are satisfied with that. Those are my thoughts. There's the review. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Stay tuned for more rants and reviews. Peace, bitches.
And I'm Wolf. That was me who shoved the cock in your bitch. Fuck the fame and all the hype, G. I just wanna know if my father would ever like me. But I don't give a fuck, so he's probably just like me. A motherfucking goblin. Fuck everything, man. That's what my conscience said. Then it bunny hopped off my shoulder. Now my conscience dead. Now the only guidance that I had is splattered on cement. Actions speak louder than words. Let me try this shit. Dead.